As you guys know, I love the Arkham games. I've been posting videos of Arkham City, Arkham Origins, and probably Arkham Knight in the near future as well. Actually, not probably. I will be posting Arkham Knight videos in the near future as well because I'm going through all of them. But you guys know that I'm really interested in the Arkham games, and I've loved them since they came out, and even now they're probably my favorite series of all time. And we have information, or we've been getting information for a little while now, that there's going to be another Arkham game coming out soon. It's been teased by WB Montreal, the same people that made Arkham Origins, the one I just completed, and it's going to be coming out really, well, actually, we don't have an actual release date set by WB Montreal. They haven't actually said anything so far. They've only really teased what it's going to be about with a Court of Owls picture on their Twitter, which is really exciting because the Court of Owls is such an interesting topic that I don't think anybody's really covered besides the comics, I think. But it's still really interesting to see, and I want to see more of that in, especially the video games. They might have done something in the movies, but video game-wise and Arkham games-wise, they haven't been done, and I'm really excited to see what they do. But the release date, or official reveal date, we still need to know when that is. So we have some important dates coming up, but I think the ones that stand out the most is the anniversary of Arkham Origins, for one, which is October 25th of, so it's this month, in about, like, not even that long. It's not going to be that long until that day comes out. So it could be a big day for WB Montreal because they haven't really had a game in forever. They've had canceled games, but they had Arkham Origins, which was probably the last big game that they had from them that was actually released to the public. And so it could be a really big day for them, and they could announce something massive then, because they said there was going to be an announcement soon, and realistically soon would mean something probably before this video is going live, but it could also mean October 25th. I don't think they would stretch it out even further than that, but if they do decide to do that, then I think the Game Awards in December would be pretty much the last time they could do it, by keeping it in the soon, air quotes, soon time frame, because if they do it after that, they're gonna lose a whole lot of interest. They've already lost so much interest because people were really excited to finally get their hands on some information of Arkham, whatever it's going to be called. And that was when they leaked it, kind of around the state of play for PlayStation, when they announced the release date of The Last of Us 2. And it makes sense that maybe they didn't want to announce something right with that, because The Last of Us 2 is such a big juggernaut of a game, and that's also really interesting. I'm really excited about that one too. But the Arkham games are just a different level, and I think even though people would really like the Arkham games, I think The Last of Us 2 just kind of stole the spotlight for especially that show. But if another Arkham game was announced, it would have to be somewhere after the hype kind of died down for The Last of Us 2. People know when it's coming out, but there's not a whole lot more to go on. And so I think that point has passed now, like significantly been passed. And I think now, especially October 25th, would be the best day for them to announce something. Earlier would be great. Later would not be that great, but the Game Awards is pretty much the cutoff point, I would say, that they have to announce something. If it's something after that, then I feel like a lot of people just will not care. Obviously, there will be people that will come back when it's finally announced, but I think people are just going to forget and just kind of move on with their lives until a new game comes out. And I feel like that's what we should be doing anyway, so that we don't have any expectations and we're just pleasantly surprised when the game actually does come out. But I think it's still worth mentioning that, like, so many, because even a lot of these big YouTubers and big YouTube companies got together and made videos about the Arkham games when that tease came out, so they know that the hype is there. They just need to announce something soon so that the hype kind of just rolls back in their favor once the game is announced, and then they can set a release date or something. I'm not sure how they would do it, because if they only tease something right now, then when are they going to announce the release date? When are they going to give a trailer? When are they going to give more information about the game? And when is the game actually going to be released so that everybody can go ahead and play it? There's been like emails sent out to people for playtesting a game at WB Montreal, which is really interesting as well. And I hope that that means that this game is in almost like a final state and ready to be played, and so that the release date wouldn't be so far off from now that we're gonna have to wait years or something like that for that to happen. But I don't think that's the case. They've had so much time so far, and I know that they've had some canceled games, but I still feel like they could probably borrow assets or something. But it's been so long since they've released a game, and especially with the console generation ending, the PS5 is officially announced to be holiday 2020. It would be weird for them to just not release a single game for this entire, 8 years of a console generation. And, you know, I don't know how they're getting their funding, but again, it is DC, so I guess it makes sense. They can kind of just go whenever they want to, but still, it's going to be nice to have a game from them finally on this console generation, because it's a lot less of a limit to get the entire game in, and we can have the Court of Owls game finally in our hands, and that would be really, really exciting. So I'd look out for October 25th, and if not, then I'd probably honestly just forget about the game, as harsh as that sounds, and then just be pleasantly surprised when it does get revealed. Obviously, there's no, it's not that this game doesn't exist because the game has been kind of teased by the developers. If it's not the Court of Owls, it's got to be something related to owls. You know, it's there. It's on their Twitter. But yeah, guys, that's going to be it. October 25th is the day that we should all be excited for those of you who are interested in Arkham. And especially, I enjoyed Arkham Origins, and I'm really happy because the cutscenes were great, the music was great, the boss fights were great. I think it was a really big standout from the rest of the games because they kind of just had sort of a general flow. They were really good, like the entire series is really good, but this game stood out because of those reasons. And so I really hope that the next one also kind of capitalizes on that and maybe fixes some of the issues that the game had. And that would be just the perfect game. It would be awesome. I'm really excited. And yeah, that's it. Don't just do it, ace it. Hopefully they ace this game and release it early, because I really, really want to get my hands on it. Next year would be awesome if they announced it for next year. The Last of Us 2, this game, just the PS5 in general, it'll be awesome. But yeah, guys, that's going to be it. Don't just do it, ace it, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.